Hey guys, Paul here. So today we're going to be doing a little Yu-Gi-Oh tier list of all the different banned cards and how likely they would be to come off the list. This is one of those like tier list maker things, so I will of course share the link in the description if you guys want to do it for yourself because these are always a lot of fun. And I've been doing lots of ban list related sort of videos lately, like talking about banned and limited cards that I think could come off the list. So yeah, this should be a pretty fun one just to hear my opinions and also get you guys's. I tend to be a little bit liberal with like ban list picks. Like I kind of just think a lot of stuff could maybe just come back just to see how it goes. So but people tend to disagree with me on that. But yeah, it'll be a good cause for conversation. And this is updated as of just this past weekend. So like you'll see things like link decoder and all that stuff on here too. All right, fun. Let's get started because the 5 categories are the card could come back tomorrow, would be a small shakeup, iffy, probably shouldn't come off, and stay dead. So yeah, all right. This is in alphabetical order. So first is Guard Dragon Agarpain, or Agarpain as I've heard it called. This is the one that can summon a dragon monster from, I believe it's like extra deck to a zone that 2 or more link monsters point to. That's kind of obscene and insane, so I definitely think this card should probably just stay gone. This is one of the strongest pieces of Dragon Link, and I mean, I remember when this like was just used in kind of the Dragon Thunder sort of strategy for a really long time. It will unfortunately just age better and better with time, and so for that reason, it's probably just got to stay dead. You know, Link monsters are just, they tend to be like that. Next is Agito. This is one of the 2 Ishizu cards that's on this list. We can probably just do these together, to be honest, because I think the other one's right down here. Kelbeck. Yeah, this is the one where, like, when it gets sent from hand or deck to grave, you mill the top 5 cards of both players' decks. It's a little obscene. It's part of what made Tier Limit so strong. I hate that these cards have to be banned because, like, they got to be, like, Ishizu support, and that was cool, and there was, like, a whole strategy around it. But just as cards go, I think that they're really both probably, they'll probably never really make their way off. It just seems unlikely. I'm going to put them in probably shouldn't come off, and I'm going to just go ahead and do Kelbeck there as well. This isn't to say that, like, I think they should come off, because I really don't think that they should, but I just think, like, there's a world somewhere where that probably could happen, I guess. I don't know. All right, next card's a Pointer with a Red Lotus. So, this is the one where you get to like pay 2,000, get a card out of your opponent's hand, and even though they'll get it back later, the fact that you're getting a card out of their hand means that, you know, you get hand knowledge and you can like snipe a hand trap, and it's just in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That sort of thing is really powerful, or particularly if you've got to go first, make a board, set a pointer. It's obviously very rude. I think it should probably just stay gone because of what the game looks like today. So I'll say probably shouldn't come off. Okay, next is Apollosa. I do not like generic extra deck. They're just Omni Negate type cards. This isn't an Omni Negate, I know. It's like a monster negate, but also it can activate multiple times in a turn. So I really don't like Apollosa and what she does for the game. I say she should stay dead. Next is Kashtira Arise Heart. This card probably shouldn't come off. However, I see a world where it could because it's actually legal in Master Duel and isn't a really big problem. Granted, the Kashtira deck in Master Duel is hit really heavily in terms of consistency. So, you know, that's kind of what and what. I do think this card's obscenely strong. I mean, just being a walking macro and kind of a banish and just all that stuff, like, it's rude. It really is. And also banishes face down. But there's like a world where it could come off because we know that world exists. So that's why I say it probably shouldn't come off. All right, next is, what is this? Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon? This is just combo like ladder food. I think it should probably not come off the list. Because it's just combo ladder food. That's all. Okay, next is, this is what? Outer Entity Azathoth, I believe. The Xyz monster that like basically is a turn skip. Like your opponent can't use cards after it gets Xyz summoned. Yeah, it's got to stay banned. Turn skips just generally kind of have to go. Bahamut Shark. This one's really recent, so obviously it's not like it's going to be coming off anytime soon. But I could see a world where it could come off. It's just that like you'd have to switch it out with Totally Awesome, so it's like a pick your poison sort of deal. Do you think frogs deserve to keep their own themed like boss monster, or do you think Bahamut Shark should be to the benefit of like any water deck or deck that can fit some water cards in it? I think iffy. Like I don't know. I mean, I just know that if it comes off, then Toad's got to get banned. So, yeah. Baron de Fleur. I say I want to say stay dead, but I'll just say probably shouldn't come off. Like, This card's I can bear this card slightly more than Apollosa. I think she's like a little bit worse. So yeah, I'd say this card probably shouldn't come off. It's a generic Omni Negate that like almost any deck can access, and it's obscene. I don't like cards that make every like inboard look the same. So we'll say that she probably shouldn't come off. Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. These cards that quick effects send from deck to grave just kind of gotta stay gone. Beatrice pops up every couple years for something a little belligerent, and it's just never honest. So she got to go. Fishbark Blaster, man, if this card could get an errata, there should be a category in here where it's just like could come back with an errata, because if this was like a hard once per turn, this card would literally be a-okay. But because it's not a hard once per turn, there will be abusive loops and stuff, so I guess it should just stay dead. Block Dragon, so this is funny. This one just came back in Master Duel, so it definitely could come back. I'm going to just put it in the iffy category. I mean, it is a very strong card. The fact that its revival effect is not a hard once, only its search effect is pretty cool. And I definitely think like Adamancipator never really got a chance to shine in physical like paper Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it was kind of during COVID. So I could see this card just being back and just doing sort of iffy. Like now that we've seen what cards like Snake Eyes Flamberg can be, like how abusable that can be, it almost makes Block Dragon feel a little tame by comparison. So I'll put it in the iffy category. Okay. What is this? Zodiac. I thought that these were in like alphabetical order. Maybe they're not. Okay, Zodiac. This is what? Broad Bull? Broad Bull searches a Beast Warrior, and it's like generic. And so, because it doesn't have a hard once, it probably should just stay dead. But like, yeah, I guess it just has to stay dead. This one, I really feel like just a hard once on this could actually make it go into like maybe iffy category or something. But because it's not, it's just going to end up being used in some other combo thing. And so I guess I'll just put it in stay dead. Glow Up Bulb. This is actually the first one where I'm like, this would just be like a small shakeup. Like, I think it come back though. Like, I don't know. In a world, iffy. Okay, so in a world where we have so many decks that can just generate warm bodies easily, I really don't actually think Glow Up Bulb makes a huge difference, since it's like a once per duel sort of thing anyway. But like, I mean, we literally just like ban cards like, you know, Link Decoder and stuff as like free material. So we'll put it in the iffy category. I don't fear Glow Up Bulb very much these days. I think it just would kind of like fall in line with everything else. Hot Red Calamity, this is a turn skip, so probably got to keep it banned. Although I will say my honest to goodness hot take is I just think Crimson Dragon should be banned, but whatever. I mean, I think Crimson Dragon's never really up to anything good. It just cheats out broken level 12 dragons, but I guess that's like kind of it functioning as intended, so maybe I'm just wrong about that. Okay, this is VFD, or True King of All Calamities. It's another turn skip, so I just don't think anybody's really going to want that around, so probably just needs to stay dead. Card safe return. I actually mentioned this recently in one of my videos about like cards I think could be unbanned. I'm like iffy on it, but I actually think this card like wouldn't be the worst thing to come back. It probably shouldn't come off if I'm being honest, but like, I don't know. I'll say just in brief some of the things that I said in that video, which were that it's not a combo starter on its own. It's not an extender on its own. It would be like it's a dead card in a game where you kind of want all your cards to just be immediately playable and have like value, self-starters kind of type of value. But I know it doesn't have a hard once, and there'd just be like some bullshit loop that like draws Exodia, so it probably shouldn't come off. I still think there's a chance it could, but I'm, you know, whatever. Chaos Ruler, this is a really strong Dragon Link thing, although a lot of decks can technically use it. It probably shouldn't come off, but I think that it definitely like could, and just one day in some world. Yeah, not much more to say about it. I mean, Chaos Ruler it's funny because this didn't actually even start off as the most powerful, like, you know, abused card. It just got stronger and stronger over time. So, yeah, I would say it probably should not come off. Cold Wave, it's funny. This card was pretty strong back in its heyday, and I think it just didn't, I guess it just didn't, like, age terribly well. Like, it would be, today it would technically just be even more broken because like so much happens in one turn that like if your one turn gets like stopped, you know, what are you gonna really do? So yeah, I think that one should just probably stay dead. Confiscation, this is the one where you take a look at your opponent's hand and send a card to the graveyard. Probably shouldn't come off. I mean, anything that looks at your opponent's hand just probably shouldn't. Like, A Pointer the Red Lotus I'm already putting in there, so I think this would really just stay gone because it's like a spell and you can just like use it to start your turn, check out their Nibiru or their Imperm or their, whatever their hand trap is. So probably should stay gone. Curious, send stuff to grave. I hate to say it, but it probably should stay gone too. Dandelion, this with an errata to a hard once, you'd be fine. Like, I honestly think it could come back tomorrow. It'd just be like a shakeup or something. For now, it probably shouldn't come off. It doesn't have a hard once, so people will abuse that. What is this card? What is this? Wait, what card is this? I don't know what this card is. Wait, hold up. What card is that? I'm gonna just go look on. Oh, okay, Galaxy's Dark Matter Dragon. I was like, what the heck? What is this card? Okay, yeah, Galaxy's Dark Matter Dragon. I remember this card's. Yeah, just keep that shit banned. Okay, Delinquent Duo stays banned. Obscene, strong, gets 2 cards for the price of 1. The one interesting thing is that it's, unlike Confiscation and Forceful Sentry, the card that's discarded is random, and then your opponent gets to pick what the next one is. So it kind of feels like it's almost fair, but it's really not fair. So yeah, I guess Link Decoder probably shouldn't come off. I mean, it just got banned, so there's not really much to say. It's not coming off anytime soon. Let's see. Dimension Fusion. I guess it probably shouldn't, but like I could see a world where this just comes back and like I'm not saying it wouldn't be like used. It would be really good, but like I still think it could come off. I don't know. It's not a starter card, but it could be a really strong extender in a deck like Malice or, a sort of a Chaos Dragon sort of thing. So it probably should not come off. What is this card? Good Jesus Christ. Like, what is that? It looks like it's like some Xyz. Diablosis. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, zone locking with Diablosis is rude. Diablosis like in Kashtira and stuff. So I guess it needs to just go. Jin, it's a special summon lock. We don't really need those. Zodiac Drident, I think, could come off tomorrow. I think that what is it? Rise the Old Detonator is literally a better version of this card. So, in my opinion, I think Dryden can come off tomorrow. Trap Dust Shoot, similar to a Pointer, probably should just stay banned. I mean, like, really, these should probably stay dead the more I think about it. But, sure. I mean, I don't know. It's like what and what. Abyss Dweller, probably shouldn't come off. Like, the way this game's gone, this is one of those cards that's just going to have to stay dead because it's aged too well with time, but, whatever. It's either or for me. But I do find Abyss Dweller kind of obnoxious. Eclipse Wyvern probably should stay gone. Probably should just stay gone. Really strong. There's a world where it could come off, so I'm not going to say, like, it should absolutely stay dead, but probably shouldn't come off. Electromite come off tomorrow. This card's legal in Master Duel and does nothing. I don't know why Konami hates this card so much. They seem like they just don't like pendulums at all. So yeah, I think it can come off tomorrow. Butterfly Dagger Elma, just one of these unfortunate old victims of bad design. Like, it's dumb because this card is a nothing burger card, but because it causes loops, I guess it has to stay. This is Guard Dragon. What is this? Pisty? Elpy? What? Whichever one, like, summons... You know what? Hold up. Let's make sure before I say something dumb. Elpy. Yeah. Summons one from hand or deck. Okay, cool. So, yeah, stay dead. Alright, what is this? What? Do I just, like, not... What is this, like, branded... This is... Oh, okay, yeah, this is a branded trap, right? Right? Hold on. It's a branded trap, right? Branded, whatever it's called, branded expulsion. Yeah, branded expulsion. Sucks, but you gotta stay banned too. Fiber Jar could honestly come off tomorrow, and I'm leaving it in this category because even though I know that it will not ever probably come off because of just the logistics of what this card promotes in a tournament environment are not really great, but as a card, it could come off tomorrow and really not do anything. The Forceful Sentry's got to stay gone. You get to look at your opponent's hand and like do the triple tactics talents thing where you shove a card back into their deck. Kind of rude. Phoenician Cluster Amaryllis is like an FTK thing. Return for the Different Dimension is going to be the first one where I'm just like, small shakeup. It's a trap, so it's kind of slow, but I know that you could also set this with like Thrust and maybe abuse it a little bit with like transaction rollback. I think it would cause a shakeup, but I don't think it'd be a huge deal. Nightmare Goblin could come off tomorrow. It's legal in Master Duel. It does nothing. It's just like decks that need to use Nightmare Goblin to further their combos are probably slightly older, and as a result, their power level is kind of low as it is, so they probably won't really be able to keep up. Regardless, Blackwing Gofu. It is a Link starter card, so it probably just has to stay off. I'll put it here. Graceful Charity probably shouldn't come off, although this is in that category of like Pot of Greed and stuff where like, you know, yeah, it just probably shouldn't come off. Not that it should absolutely never, but like probably shouldn't. Draw 3, pitch 2. It's funny because it's really not a +1 in card economy, but it's just that pitch 2. It's like digging 3 deep and then getting to pitch 2 is just a lot of potential setup. So, probably shouldn't come off. Grinder Golem. I guess they should just stay banned. It's a kind of exploitable. It's like a token generating thing or whatever. I remember there's like a loop with Akashic Magician to get some link material with this. And overall, yeah, like token generators, unfortunately, like Gofu and everything else, really kind of have to just stay banned. Nightmare Griffin, guess that's not coming back anytime soon. Top Logic Gumblar Dragon is obscenely strong. That also should stay banned. Funny hot take on Christian Halki Fibrax, and I know this is going to sound crazy. I'm putting it in the iffy category. I'm not saying I think it should come back. Like, I know people are going to misunderstand what I'm saying here. But actually just that, like, so many decks today just have a Christian Halki Fibrax-esque effect, like, built into them. And their combos are so streamlined. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Hulk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But, maybe I'll just say it probably shouldn't. But, you know. Okay. Imperial Order, keep that shit banned. MX Saber Invoker, iffy. I'm iffy. It summons something from deck. Like this and Hulk, like to me, are kind of what and what almost. Like I'm putting them in the iffy category. I don't know. Maybe I'm super aggressive with my ban list takes. I don't know, but like I don't know. I just think both these cards could just they could come back. I wouldn't die. I don't love Isolde. I think that's kind of biased of me because she's not that much different than they are. But she does search and summon, and I think that's a little bit much, so she probably shouldn't come off. Jalgan probably shouldn't come off. It's just kind of one of these whole walking floodgates. No one really likes them. Kaiser Coliseum, I actually think could like come off tomorrow. I mean, we'll say like I'll put it in the iffy category because like no one really wants more of these annoying floodgates and all that. But I mean, you know, like OCG and stuff like have kind of messed around with this card a bit and it hasn't been nearly as obscene as you would think. Kit Kalos, I know this is always a tricky one. She would definitely be a shakeup, but I think she could come back. You might have to, you know, mess around a little bit with like how consistent you want to let tier be. Like in this world where she's around, like, you know, do things like grass get to be around, do you know, it's all like there's a lot of factors, you know, how many copies of that field spell do you want to have, instant fusion, all this different stuff. But like I think she could come back. It's been a while. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. Probably like next year, let's say. Fiend Smith's Lacrima. So I actually think that they need to, whenever they decide to finally hit the Fiendsmith engine, I think they should actually bring this card back. I think they should bring this back and then just like limit, you know, do other things. Like if they want to hit Close World, or if they want to hit Fiendsmith's Requiem, or like put Engraver track to 1, whatever. Like, fine. I just don't think that, like, it's kind of weird that Lacrima's banned because it's not a broken card. It's just that burn damage. It'd really be nice if they could have errated that or like not included that burn part, but they did. So last turn probably shouldn't come off because of the way that it works. Although I don't think people would play this all that much, but like just logistically, we'll say sure it just should probably stay gone. Same with Last Will, very exploitable little card. Although like I don't even know if people would really play it. It's hard to say. Lavalval Chain. It sends from deck, so sadly it's got to stay banned. Level Eater. Gotta stay gone too. This is one of these victims of like, it's just a once per turn on this thing, and this would be fine. Link Cross, same. Link Karibo, they could bring this back. Snake Eye's already kind of gone. Like, this just died for Snake Eye's sins, and I think this card really deserves to be back. Magical Scientist, yeah, that's gotta stay gone. What is this? What is this? Is this the Canon Mass Driver? This is Mass Driver, yeah. FTK card, so keep it banned. Spiral Master Plan could come back tomorrow. I don't think this card matters. It is in Master Duel and nobody plays it. Max C, it would certainly be a shakeup. It probably shouldn't come off given how the player reception to this card is, but it could. I mean, it exists in the OCG, it exists in Master Duel, and the sun comes up every day, so fine. Prank Kids was Meow Meow Mew. That could come back. I think it wouldn't be the biggest deal. Put it to 1. Nightmare Mermaid probably shouldn't come back, although like it could. I think they put this back into Master Duel and people don't really play Orcus, so. Metamorphosis. A little obscene, a little abusable, probably shouldn't. Although like, I said probably shouldn't, I put it in Stay Dead, so like, we'll say probably shouldn't. The only problem with this is like if the Rust can set it from deck, and maybe that's a little bit much, so I guess it should stay dead. Mind Master just has that lack of a hard once, so just gotta go. It'll do like FTKs. Mystic Mind probably shouldn't, although I think it could come back. Like I do not like this card, but I've always said like, just if it makes people play Spell Trap removal, then it makes them play it. But it probably shouldn't because it would upset players a lot. Mirage of Nightmare, I think could come off tomorrow. I've been adamant in this belief. I do not think that this card is good, so I am saying that it should stay right there, or go right there. It could come off tomorrow. It might be a shake-up, but like I think it could come off. This weird gimmick puppet that just summon locks you should stay gone. There's this weird thing that does some FTK. I don't remember its name, but it should stay gone. Elder Norden, iffy. There was like a loop with this because it doesn't have a hard once, doesn't it? So it's like you could maybe keep summoning it. Iffy. I don't know. Like I wonder what deck would abuse this. I guess like just a weird pile. I'll put it in iffy. Okay, Royal Oppression should probably just stay banned. It's kind of broken. OSS, one day it'll come off. Probably shouldn't anytime soon, but one day it'll come off. Painful Choice, probably shouldn't. It would be obscene, but there's a world. Pot of Greed, I think would be a small shakeup, but I think it could come back. Not that it should come back, but I think it could come back, and it could kind of be an interesting thing. You'd have to Ash Blossom on this if you were really scared of it, or maybe you wouldn't Ash it. What do you think? Premature Burial? I actually think this could come off tomorrow. I don't think someone's going to be like, you can bounce it. I don't care. I don't think that this would be like anything super special. Maybe there'd be like a shakeup in the sense that like, I guess if you're playing maybe an equip spell thing where you can like bounce the equip spells, there might be something going on here, like an Infernoble, Makonko type beat. But I don't think it would actually get that much play. I mean, I'm one of the people who says like Monster Reborn could be at 3, so. Red Reboot, iffy. Just iffy. This is in Master Duel, and I mean, I play a lot of that. This card doesn't show up all that much, as sacky as it can be. So I guess the problem with this is just that it's like such an auto-win feeling card against like trap decks. So iffy. Rongo Miniad, just keep him. Yeah, just keep him. Ronin Toten, probably just keep it. We'll put him here. It should probably just be here, but we'll put him here. And it probably shouldn't come off. What is this? This is like this Utopic Zexal thing, right? What's this? It's like an Xyz, isn't it? Utopic Zexal. Okay, yeah, like it's like a turn skip thing. Okay, yeah, that can go too. Borlode Savage. I think this actually is like an iffy one. Like I wouldn't hate this coming off. It's a generic extra deck Omni Negate, but I'd say it's one of the harder to use ones compared to Barone and Apollosa, so iffy. Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow? This is Scarecrow, right? Like the Link 1? This is in Master Duel, actually, isn't it? Like, I mean, I know like I just keep saying that, but like I sometimes feel like stuff's in Master Duel, and like if it's fine in Master Duel, I'm like, it's probably just fine in the TCG. We'll say iffy. Like, I think it could come back, honestly. I don't really care. Artifact, what is this? Scythe, extra deck lock thing. Yeah, probably keep it gone. People don't really like it. Self-destruct button, I think should come back, like, in a funny way, but, like, it's not really, like, it's just a bullshit card. Like, it's just, a little cheese card. Shockmaster, I don't think should really come back. It'll just be, like, turn skipping. You'll call monster, and, like, so many decks can't do anything. This weird Samora card, did they ever ban the wind barrier statue? Okay, they did ban that. Why are these both banned? I mean, I guess maybe like Harpy's Feather Storm or something. I think this would be like a shakeup, but I think it could come off of the list. Sixth Sense, my hot take is that this card actually could come off. I don't think it would really do much. I just don't think people would like really be playing it in like combo decks, and I don't know where else you would play it. So there's that. Smoke Grenade's got a little loop, so it's probably got to stay gone. Don't want to be hand looping people. Fairy Tale Snow, I think it'd come to like 1, but it would be a shakeup, so I'll put it there. Soul Charge probably should not come off, but I think it's similar to Dimension Fusion in that way, where like probably shouldn't, but it'd be sacky feeling, so there's that. I feel like these days a lot of decks combos are so complete already, like are so mature in terms of what they do, that I don't know how many decks would actually get a lot of use out of Soul Charge. That's like kind of where my head goes. Sprite Elf? Iffy? I mean, I think it could come off, really. Maybe a shake-up, so sure. Barrier statue, probably gotta just keep these barrier statues banned. I feel like these are gonna slowly all find their way banned at some point or another. I'm surprised the water one made it this far. Cyberstein, this is funny because this card actually came off, didn't do too much, but then like Super Heavy was kind of able to abuse it. So it should probably stay banned. Heavy Storm, I think it could come off tomorrow. Summon Limit, probably shouldn't. Summon Sork, she's going to because she gets like an errata soon, doesn't she? So she'll probably just be off soon. This is like a burn thing, so it can stay banned. This is Galaxy Tomahawk, another little token generating thing, probably just stay banned. Giant Trunade, I think would be a small shakeup, but honestly could come off. I think like Ultimate Offering, iffy, just iffy card. It's slow. It's a slow trap. Union Carrier, because it can equip anything, should probably stay banned. Vanity Tippiness is obscene. It's like a weird little FTK burn enabler. Vert Anaconda, iffy. I don't really care that much about this card. Like, what's this gonna summon? Like a Dragoon, a DPE? I guess it can be a branded fusion. Like, I don't really know. I don't care for it. Victory Dragon, I guess, just has to stay banned for like legacy reasons and the weirdness that it kind of encounters with like tournament rules. And Zen Mighty, I think, could honestly come off tomorrow. Maybe like a shakeup, but it could come off tomorrow. So yeah, those are my hits. Hopefully my face cam's not covering too much of that. But yeah, these are the cards that could come off tomorrow. These would be the small shakeups. These I'm like iffy on, but actually, yeah, these are the ones I'm iffy on. This stuff probably shouldn't come off, and this is the stuff that should probably just stay dead altogether. Just for fun. Let me take another quick look at this and see if I need to like, if there's anything that just could possibly move if we were being really adventurous, let's say. There's like a world where maybe one day at some point Level Eater maybe could like come back, maybe Mind Master, probably not. Yeah, something like this. I think this is good. Okay, cool. Well, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting and fun and insightful and all that stuff. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Fast turn.